Hey, what's up everybody? Just doing some maintenance on old Bruce here. And when I cracked him open, I was just like, you know what? This is kind of a... Bruce isn't open every day. You know, I thought I might share Bruce with you guys. I gotta change the buttons. But yeah, today was a really fucking hilarious day, and I just gotta share this story with you. Alright, so as many of you know, I just moved. I've moved to New York. I'm working on a record here at this just amazing studio that you're all gonna get to see, I'm sure, at some point before too long. But anyway, I moved here to work at this studio and work on a record. And you know me, I don't exactly look like I belong everywhere. And there are times in my life when people take an issue with my presence and my lifestyle and my beliefs, and you know, just generally decide they don't like me. And we moved here, and pretty much I guess maybe like my friend Jacob, you've probably seen him on some of the videos, but my friend Jacob, he had his Atom monitors over, and the Atom A77 monitors are pretty big monitors, so he brought the Atom monitors over and we were rocking on them. And basically, you know, we got these anonymous noise complaints. You know, there were anonymous daytime noise complaints. And, you know, so I was like, oh shit, okay, we've got these anonymous noise complaints, I should turn it down. So I turned it down, but I guess like at that point, whoever the anonymous complainer was really decided that they hated me, you know, wanted me gone. I'm sure they'd seen me, I'm sure they didn't like what they'd seen, and they decided that they weren't gonna have it, right? So our anonymous complainer had been dropping complaints, and I was trying to figure out like how this person had even heard me, because Jacob and his monitors had gone, and I was being like really careful after that, like really careful, like maybe 75 dB tops in the daytime, right? And the legal limit in someone else's unit is 65 dB. 65 dB is like a little louder than I'm talking now. It's about the volume. Actually, it's about the volume that I was talking now. So if I was having a conversation at this like intensity level in your house in the daytime, that's the limit, right? So there's no way if I'm at 75, like 75 is, you know, it's like an enthusiastic conversation volume, right? So not very loud. So I'm working at about 75 in the daytime, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this person can hear me. And, you know, I'm taking decibel meter readings, and I'm bringing in the people from the apartment, like trying to figure out, you know, how, like, is it a duct? Is there piping or something, you know? But they keep making noise complaints, And I'm like, how the fuck can this person hear me, right? So I'm losing my mind, and I go and fucking invest in all this foam. So I got all this foam for the studio and spent like all day installing all this studio foam and stuff, you know, like pretty much everywhere has foam now. Took for goddamn ever. But anyway, oh yeah, this is a new studio, by the way. But yeah, pretty sweet. Anyway, it took forever and ever installing all this fucking foam, and they were hiding. You know, they wouldn't talk to me. They're hiding behind their anonymity, only complaining through the official like concierge at the building, and never actually talking to me directly. And we picked our units so that there's only one neighbor who can hear us, right? They just wouldn't fucking reveal their identity, wouldn't talk or whatever. And just the way the building is, it's like right there is a courtyard. Behind us is a hallway, that's another hallway, and the only person who can hear us is like gotta be upstairs, right? But they wouldn't fucking tell us who it is. So I'm just like asking for weeks, emailing. No, they won't reply, they won't reveal their identity, they won't talk to me like a fucking adult. They're just hating anonymously through the building's support forum or whatever, right? So eventually, it comes to the point where this morning, I'm in bed, asleep, at 8 a.m. with Nunik, and we get a phone call from the concierge at the building. And they're like, hey, do you know what this call is about? And I'm like, what? I'm asleep. It's like, you know, I thought it was 10. So I'm like, it's 10 in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I'm asleep. Like, what was going on? And they're like, oh, so you're not playing music? And I'm like, I'm asleep. Why would I be playing music? And they're like, oh, yeah, well, basically this noise complainer wants you to turn your blaring music down. I'm like, do you hear blaring music? Like, we're asleep. And the concierge was just like, "Oh my God, are you seriously asleep?" And I was like, "Yes." Like, check the security footage. Like, definitely asleep. Blah blah blah. Because I mean, there's security footage in the courtyard, so you'd probably be able to see if we like open the blinds or whatever. But anyway, so they're like, "Oh, okay, you know, wow, sorry to bother you while you're sleeping." And basically, I emailed the buildings. Because I've been trying to convince them of my earnestness to prevent noise complaints and dealing with this neighbor. And I have been being quiet. But yeah, basically this person was complaining about imaginary fucking music while we're sleeping and just outed themselves as this like completely over the top crazy person who makes up noise complaints while their neighbors are sleeping, and they lost their noise complaint privileges. And I haven't even properly like turned on the speakers or anything now, but they've basically just, there's only one person in my building who can complain about noise, and they already freaked out so bad because of, I guess, like they saw the equipment and like saw the way I look, and they freaked out so bad before we even turn anything on that they've lost their privileges to complain about sound. It's so fucking amazing. So my building, I got in writing from my building that they're not going to enforce any noise complaints from this person, and that they're sorry for the harassment. Oh man, it's fucking amazing. I'm so stoked. Today is a really good day. Really, really good day. But anyway, so I am gonna put some new pads onto Bruce. I got a special loot bag here. From my friends at mpcstuff.com. They make custom MPC parts. Yeah, this is good. Check it out. This is a unboxing. Oh my God, it's an unboxing. What's in there? Okay, so we got some new end plates for Bruce, because the old end plates were like spray painted. They were customized, right? So we got new end plates and all new custom yellow pads. So thank you mpcstuff.com for sending me all the goodies. Thank you, Bruce, for being such a boss. Thank you for watching, and thank my neighbors for fucking themselves over. Oh, I'm gonna be so loud. Poetic justice, their own assholery, just completely invalidated their credibility forever with my building. So I'm sure they're out to get me. But man, it's amazing to just watch someone's assholery just destroy themselves. That never happens. Normally people just hate me and try and fuck my life up, and this person was falling up over themselves so much to do it that they fucking ruined their own credibility. Oh, it's just poetic justice. So yes, tonight Bruce and I drink their tears, and tomorrow we make beats. Lots of love, everybody. Peace.